The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery.
And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Now a hit and a loose football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Moore. He will return it. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On play action, Young. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Romeo Okwara. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
3rd and long for Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Lockett. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Uchenna Nwosu gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Seattle Seahawks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At the 43-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
A 23-yard run. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it first and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boye Mafe got through the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Across midfield.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line.
52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
And the Lions first.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing. Hooker.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Seahawks are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room.
On first and 10, Young going deep for Walker. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
And the Lions are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
Now he's into the clear again. How about this? And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big play there just before halftime. 62 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 22-yard scamper.
And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Seahawks 28, Lions 21. Riley Patterson, the kickoff.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
It's Young off play action.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Young. Flushed out right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
A final shot before break. Hooker.
This pass down the field for Gibbs.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games, but sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Here's Raymond bringing it out.
Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, here's Walker.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's good for the Seahawks.
Again, it's Walker.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, Young.
He finds Smith-Njigba in the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago, they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing? And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hooker's going to throw it.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.